This is the X-Men Tornado V3M. The Tornado V3 is 2022's flagship puzzle by X-Men, and today I'm going to be reviewing this cube. Now just getting the cube out is a bit of a trouble, because this is not like the GAN puzzles when it just drops on its own. This one you have to use your nails and just sort of get it out. Alright. There. This is the X-Men Tornado V3. This cube has 3 versions, which is indicated in the box, with the standard version, the flagship, and the pioneer. The standard version has the magnet adjustment system and the dual adjustment system. The flagship has all of those, plus the magnetic core. And the pioneer has all of those, plus maglev. The version that I have right now is the pioneer version, as you can see from the black dot right there. Now inside the box, there's the cube and the accessories box. I'm going to go over the accessories box first, so I'm going to leave that aside. So inside the accessories box, there should be a card, the Tornado V3 card, and the X-Men design. This is the magnet setting tools, and you can adjust the magnets from that. Next is the instructions sheet on like how to adjust the spring compression and the axis distance and stuff. There's an English side too. Afterwards, there's this bag, which is not made of regular bags. Like what it's made of is a bit different. It's not like those scan bags. This is a great bag. I like the feel of this. When you pull together, it's like that. Yeah, I really like the material of this bag. And lastly, actually no, not lastly, there's this cloth, I guess, to wipe your cube. And at the bottom is how to solve the cube. Yep. Next up is the cube, which is inside this box, but unfortunately I dropped it and now it broke. So I guess I'm using this GAN box, which I got from this cube unboxing. And it works about the same, but it's just that this cube does not really fit inside the box, as you can hear from all the jiggling. So how the original box works is that there are these like magnets which attract each other and will close the box. And this GAN one is just this flap which will click into each other. Alright, so this cube turns really well. It has a very fast feel, and plus it's soft. The sound is very soft compared to my other GAN cube. This cube also has like this, I don't know how to say it, very smooth feel. It's like butter, that's what everybody says. But it's really smooth. I like the speed of it due to like the maglev and stuff. And overall, this cube is great. The magnet strength is moderate, and if you increase it all the way to like the maximum, it's really strong. So I'm just keeping it a bit lower. But overall, I think this is a great cube for 2022. So I'm going to go through the 3 versions on this one cube. The standard version has magnets, which are these things, and you can see those 3 dots and the plus and minus. And the dual adjustment system, which if you pull off the center cap, it will be right here. And the flagship version has both of those, plus a magnet called corner-to-core magnet, as you can see from this and that in the core right there, which makes the cube a lot more stable. And the pioneer version has all 3 of those, plus maglev inside the core. There are magnets over here, you can't really see it, but there are 2 magnets repelling each other, which works like the normal springs, but they reduce friction due to like there's nothing in between the magnets. While the springs, there are these spiral things, so there'll be less friction and this cube will be faster. You can change this magnet's strength using these setting tools in the middle. And note how I said setting tools on that one, and that's because you don't need any tools for this cube to adjust it. The tools is right there. You just flip up this flap right there, and you can just turn it. This is a great design by X-Men, and I love it. You don't need any tools apart from the magnets, but the inner springs and the tensions, you don't need any tools, which is a great design. I'm going to go through the settings now. You can see that there are numbers on the outside and there's a number on the inside. The number on the outside represents the spring compression, or should I say maglev, but a number on the inside represents the screw, or like how far apart I can pull these pieces. If you lift up this flap and you turn it clockwise, it will change the spring compression. And how you know what spring compression you're on is by this notch right there. Same with the Tornado V2, but you can see that this notch is pointing at the number 4 right there. So if you turn it clockwise, this will change. It's now on to 5, but the number on the inside still haven't changed, it's still 3. And if I turn it once again, it's going back to 4, and so on. If I turn it counterclockwise, it will change the number in the middle. You know that it's 3 right now. If I turn it counterclockwise, it's now 4, but that one still haven't changed. Afterwards are the magnets. You can see that there are 3 dots, and the plus and the minus. So the plus means more magnet strength, and the minus means less magnet strength. You take out these setting tools, and that's the flathead right there. If you just put it in to that horizontal line right there, and you turn it anyway, you will see that the line will point to a different dot. You can see right now this line is pointing to the 4th one, or the one right next to the plus. If I just turn it, it's now onto the middle one. Also note that if you change one side, the other side does not change. As you can see, this is still at number 4. The default setting that came out for me was on the second one, which is the one right next to the minus, but I like a more the stronger magnet field, so I just set it to currently the 4th one. On the topic of my favorite setting, my favorite one is the inside is 3 and the notch right there is 4. The default that I came in was 3 and 3, but I found out that it's a bit too fast, so I just changed it to 4. Oh yeah, and before I forget, there's this screw in the middle. Do not touch the screw, as it will like mess with the settings. And after you mess with the screw, the settings will not be as accurate as before. This cube's corner cutting is quite good. As you can see, I'm at 45 right now. It doesn't really cut. Alright, let's do 45, it's alright. A bit more, it still cuts. No, not really. Reverse corner cutting is significantly improved from the V2. I think the maximum is about there. This cube is a really fast cube, and you don't really get that many lockups that much. Due from the corner cutting, I believe. The slice layers are also really good. The magnet doesn't really impact that much of the slice in this cube, but the color scheme is also pretty nice, as you can see. And the logo is also great. I've accomplished a lot on this cube so far. I've broken some of my PBs, and also I've switched my main. This is now my main, the GAN 11M Pro that I have previously. It's now like my warm-up cube. It's still good, but I prefer this one more. It has a faster feel, and it's also quieter, and that's what I like. I like quieter cubes because I can practice without other people like getting disturbed and stuff. I'm going to do an average of 5 on this cube, and let's see if it's better or worse than my GAN 11M Pro. I don't really have a mat, so I'm just going to use this maths book that I have, so I don't break the cube when I slam the timer. Alright, I'm going to start with my average of 5, and let's see how I do. Alright, my first solve, I got a 13.79. That's a 15.92. That is a 14.09. This is a 14.74. That is a 12.46. Alright, this is my GAN 11M Pro, and let's do an average of 5 with this. Alright, first off, a 14.06. A 14.20. That was a bad solve, that was a 17.97. A 14.34. That's a 14.94. Alright, that was a close match, but the Tornado V3 eventually won, and it's now my main cube. Alright guys, that'll be the end of this video. Thank you and goodbye.